Hi, my name is Charity, and I'd like to submit my entry for the Janome Sewing Machine Contest. My entry is going to be a summer party dress. The things you're going to need is some scissors, a seam ripper, pins, a tank top that you like the fit of, some stretch knit, and either some cotton, plain cotton material, or some metallic fabric. Also, you're going to need your sewing machine and thread. The first part is we're going to make the top. What you're going to do is you're going to take your tank top that you like the fit of, and you're going to mark right under your boobs, and you're going to lay it with the fold you have against the fold of the fabric. Next, you're just going to outline it, making sure that there's extra seam allowance. You're also going to cut one that'll be your back, and then the other one you're going to cut lower. Next, you're just going to cut off the bottom of the two pieces that you've cut, making sure you leave seam allowance. So line it up with the pin mark that you've made before. Once you've finished cutting out your two pieces, front and back, you're going to lay them out so that they're good sides together. On top of each other. Now you're going to sew up the tops and the sides. At this stage, you should make sure that it fits. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to sew your hemline all the way around your arms and your neckline. To do the arms, you're going to make sure that you start right underneath the armpit. If you start up here, it's going to do this really weird folding thing, and you'll have to redo the whole thing. So make sure that you start sewing at the bottom. What you're going to do is you're going to do it about 1 centimeter in and pin it. Then you can go ahead and sew, and again, just make sure that you start from the armpit, go all the way around, and end at the armpit again. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to hem your neckline. The way to do that is just basically the same way you did the sleeves, but this way it's going to be a little bit more difficult because there's more of a curve in the shirt. Once you have the whole outside of the neckline pinned, you can go ahead and sew it down. This is what it should look like when you're finished hemming. The next part is you're going to make the bottom half of the dress, the skirt part. You're going to need 2 strips that are 1 meter long and are 16 inches, about 16 inches wide. And for the inside piece, you're going to need a about 9-inch, 10-inch piece wide. That is basically, you're just going to take your waist size, your measurement of around your waist. You're going to have it like that, but add a bit extra on. What you're going to do next is you're going to take both of your strips of fabric. First one, you're just going to do your meter long pieces. You're going to put it good sides together and sew along the smaller, both ends. You're going to sew like that, and then you're going to sew like that. So it makes a really big loop. Once you've made a loop, you're just going to take your machine, set it to a basting stitch, which is just 4 on a straight stitch. Then you're going to do a basting stitch all the way down without lock stitching or back stitching, and then you're just going to pull the threads and gather it. The next thing, after you've gathered your skirt, is you're going to gather the bottom part. So you're going to just gather it so it's just like a bubble. But make sure when you're gathering the skirt that it's bigger than it actually should be. Even when you're gathering it, you should make it quite a bit bigger. Next thing is you're just going to sew all the way around the bottom again. And then gather. Okay, and now you're finished bottom part of your skirt. Just put that aside for now. And you're going to do the loop with this fabric. So you're going to sew down both sides just like you did with the other one. And then you're going to attach it to your skirt. The next thing you're going to do after you've sewed your loop with your 2 smaller pieces of fabric is you're going to take the bubble part of the skirt, the outside, and you're going to fold it inside out so that the good side of the seam is showing. Then you're going to take your skirt and put it inside of this skirt, making sure that this skirt is like the way that you see it, is inside out on the outside, and then on the inside it's good sides. So you're just going to put your good sides together. Then you'll find your seam on this side, side seam, and you're going to pin it to this piece of fabric, and then you can go ahead and sew it. The next thing you're going to do after you've sewn all the way around it is you're going to take it and turn it right side out. And then you're going to make sure all of this is pinned. So then you're going to pin all of this down. Once you've pinned all of that, you're going to grab your top. What you're going to do is you're going to take your top, put it in like this, inside, making sure that it is folded right side out. This is your, remember that this is your inside and the bubbly part is going to be your outside. So you're going to take your shirt, you're going to put the shirt in, and then match, pin all 3 of these seams together. You're just going to stretch your knit with however much material you have. So you're just going to, as you do it, you're just going to pull it just like you would an elastic, and then you're just going to keep stretching it all the way around. This is the finished dress. I really like the way it turned out. I put a gold belt here for a little bit of a different color, and it turned out a lot better than I had suspected, so that's good. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.